Russell Westbrook gets the look in the corner for the win. 4 for 22 from the field, 0 for 8 from three-point range. In Dallas, they win their second game in the last 9 tries, getting some clutch plays from Luka Doncic, DeAndre Jordan, and Dennis Smith. That's a growth victory for them.
Absolutely. And listen, they have been really good at home. They're having struggles right now closing these kinds of games out on the road. And so that's going to be the next step. I really feel like this team could be a playoff team this year. I mean, no Wesley Matthews tonight, who's obviously going to be a big part of what they do. Harrison Barnes, he's proven that he can score. Luka Doncic has shown you that he is their best player. So they're going to have a chance, I think, to make the postseason. They're going to be in that conversation. When you look at those teams anywhere from 6 to 12, and if I'm Dallas, I feel like we're every bit as good. And why can't we get there? And bringing over DeAndre Jordan also is paying big dividends.
I think it also says a lot that your best player on your team is a rookie. And a lot of times it takes a team a long time to adjust to a player coming in that young being the best player. And you see players like Harrison Barnes, you see Dennis Smith Jr. sacrificing their game a little bit and playing off of Doncic. And you don't see that a lot in terms of, obviously the caliber of player that Luka, he commands it. But I do agree with you. I think they'll figure things out on the road, and they are going to be in the playoffs.
They've got the worst road record in the entire league, 2-15. And to your point, the thing that makes it great for them is he's earned it. Like, they respect his ability because they see it every day in practice. And you know how it is when that's where it starts in practice, when you're out there with a guy, when you see his grasp of the game and how he plays it, his understanding of it. He's not your typical rookie. He is age-wise, but those 3 years he spent as a professional overseas have paid huge dividends for him and that Mavericks franchise.
And certainly for Dallas, they know, okay, Luka's going to get the ball in clutch situations, and you saw it pay off there. Dennis Smith Jr. looking around for Luka, gets a wide-open layup at the end of that game. But for OKC, they got 2 looks. Paul George, probably the better quality look. Russell Westbrook, relatively open in the corner as well. Your 2 best players get those shots you want.
Well, in terms of Paul George, obviously playing against a smaller defender, gets to a spot. He's known for knocking down that elbow jump shot 8 or 9 out of 10 times. So I don't have a problem with that. They changed up their set a little bit after the timeout, got Russell a look in the corner, but obviously with him shooting 4 for 22 from the field, Russell's the type of player where that shot goes in just because he's Russell Westbrook and he's going to continue to hunt those shots, and he usually finds his rhythm towards the end of the game. But, they've won 10 road games this season, leads the league in road wins this season, and they've picked up defensively. So, OKC is going to be extremely scary in the playoffs.
Yeah, but to me, they lost this game. Their 2 best players both had a critical turnover down the stretch of that game. Paul George had the turnover off the crossover in traffic, and then Westbrook was trying to find George coming off that screen over the top, threw the ball away. Those are 2 live ball turnovers that Dallas was able to convert and score. And those are the plays you can't have, especially on the road in that kind of environment. So they're going to kick themselves more for those missed opportunities and the fact that they were able to give up points in transition on the other end.
Winning on the road so hard around the NBA.